Okay, from today we'll start new chapter, new topic. It is 5-hydroxytryptamine, also called as serotonin, and its antagonist. We will discuss what is serotonin, its synthesis, release, storage, everything regarding the 5-hydroxytryptamine, its pharmacological action and its pathophysiology. So, serotonin 5-hydroxytryptamine name is given as a vasoconstrictor. So whatever the name is given to this substance as a vasoconstrictor is responsible for the constriction of your vessel which will be present in blood. 5-hydroxytryptamine normally basically we can consider as a neurotransmitter. Also considered as a neurotransmitter which is present in your brain or different part of your body. It's mainly responsible in your central nervous system. It's mainly responsible for sense of well-being, feeling of well-being. Sense of well-being. This thing will be responsible for this effect is which is by your serotonin. If you see, if exactly it is found in mainly जो serotonin होता है, it is mainly 90% of serotonin it is found in intestine and 10% it is found in your brain or other part, platelet or other part of your body. 90% is found in your in your intestine. Other like it is stored in granules like कैटाकोमल, like other कैटाकोमल में जैसे other कैटाकोमल स्टोर होते हैं उसी तरह ये भी आपके ग्रैन्यूल में स्टोर होता है. And mainly it is also found अगर we are apart from other sources of outer source of serotonin, अगर आप other source देखते हैं serotonin के outer source देखते हैं serotonin के, so it is found in plant like tomato, banana or pineapple. It is also found in lower animal, snake, bee, venom or sting. These are the some other sources or outer source of serotonin. Now let me discuss the synthesis, how exactly serotonin or 5-hydroxytryptamine is synthesized over. Okay. This point, synthesis, storage, release and degradation and metabolism of 5-hydroxytryptamine or serotonin. Okay. So basic precursor required for the synthesis of 5-hydroxytryptamine or serotonin, that is tryptophan. Tryptophan actually it is a amino acid tryptophan. From the tryptophan 5-hydroxytryptamine is synthesized. When tryptophan is entering your particular neuron, so whatever hydroxylase enzyme is there, what it will do simply it will add one hydroxyl group to your tryptophan, so that tryptophan become as a 5-hydroxytryptophan. Synthesis is very simple. Tryptophan is required, basic precursor required for the synthesis of 5-hydroxytryptamine or serotonin. When it enters particular neurons, so hydroxylase, name of enzyme itself indicate what it will be do. It will simply add hydroxyl group to tryptophan. So this tryptophan becomes as a 5-hydroxytryptophan. Now next enzyme is waiting for him. It is next enzyme is decarboxylase. Name of this enzyme what it will simply it will remove the carboxyl group to this 5-hydroxytryptophan. So that 5-hydroxy removing of this carboxyl group by this enzyme, it becomes as a 5-hydroxytryptophan. So in this way serotonin is synthesized. Tryptophan is converted into 5-hydroxytryptophan, which is converted into 5-hydroxytryptamine. Now degradation or metabolism. How degradation or metabolism follow two pathways, that is with the help of MAO or with the help of dehydrogenase. See, when MAO is act on 5-HT, so that 5-HT is converted into monoamine oxidase is converted into 5-hydroxyindole acetic acid, and second metabolism is with the help of dehydrogenase. Dehydrogenase will be responsible for the conversion of 5-hydroxytryptophan. In this way serotonin is metabolized. Okay. Now next, after the synthesis, one more important point of regarding the serotonin is storage of serotonin. When serotonin is synthesized, it is transferred, actively taken up by vesicle or granule with serotonin transporter with the help of sodium. Actually, one type of serotonin transporter is present on the surface of vesicle, so that it is actually taken up particular vesicle and it is stored in दैट वेसिकल। जैसे ही सेरोटोनिन की सिंथेसिस होती है तो जो ग्रैन्यूल्स होते हैं, ग्रैन्यूल की सरफेस पे एक ट्रांसपोर्टर होता है, उसका मेन इंपॉर्टेंट फंक्शन होता है, वो एक्टिवली ट्रांसपोर्ट करता है विद द हेल्प ऑफ सोडियम up and then serotonin is stored in particular granular vesicle. Now next important is the release. How release takes place? Release as usual like other catecholamine with the help of process of exocytosis. When two fusion of two protein, जब two protein का fusion होता है तो due to fusion inner material is coming outside of your cell membrane और जो inner material है सेल के बाहर आता है, in this way release of particular thing or release of serotonin takes place. Okay, once it is communicated, once it is enter in general circulation and other part, so it will show particular action. After showing their particular action, it is also come under the category 90 or 8. Most of the part or most of the concentration of this tryptophan is restored with the help of VMAT transporter. Actually, VMAT transporter is present on the neurons, surface of neurons. What it will do with the help of this transporter, vesicular monoamino transporter 2, this thing is responsible for the reuptake or it will be responsible for the uptake of serotonin. जैसे ही सेरोटोनिन का रोल हो जाता है, उसकी एक्शन हो जाती है, so most of the part, most of the concentrate reuptake होता है। तो reuptake phenomena कैसे होता है, क्या with the help of VMAT2, vesicular monoamino transporter 2. This is the transporter which will be responsible for the reuptake of your serotonin. In this way, it is restored. Okay, so in this way we can explain the different points regarding the serotonin or 5-hydroxytryptamine. So we discussed synthesis, storage, release, metabolism and degradation. Now next thing we will discuss regarding is different types of receptor and its pharmacological action. As we already discussed the distribution of serotonin, we discussed that serotonin is mainly found in GI tract. So as we already discussed distribution of serotonin, 90% of serotonin is found in enterochromaffin cells of your GI tract or your intestine. Enterochromaffin जो cells होते हैं आपके intestine और GI tract में, तो 90% concentration वहाँ पे होता है, 10% it is found in your central nervous system and neurons. Okay, so these are the, in this way we can distribute the serotonin. Now next one please. So these are the different receptor of serotonin. Serotonin receptor, different receptor is there. 5-HT receptor is there. 5-HT1, 5-HT2, 5-HT3, 5-HT4, 5, 6, 7. Up to 7 receptor is there. Next one, please. Next one. These are different receptor of serotonin. Next. 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 Okay, so now the next thing regarding the serotonin, pharmacological actions of serotonin. If serotonin is released in our body, so what are the changes takes place in your body? अगर सेरोटोनिन का रिलीज होता है बॉडी में तो क्या क्या चेंजेस बायोकेमिकल चेंजेस और बायोलॉजिकल एक्शंस होती है, फार्माकोलॉजिकल एक्शन होती है सेरोटोनिन की, विल डिस्कस. सो फर्स्ट एक्शन ऑन योर कार्डियोवास्कुलर सिस्टम. व्हाट आर द एक्शन ऑफ सेरोटोनिन ऑन योर कार्डियोवास्कुलर सिस्टम? ये कार्डियोवास्कुलर सिस्टम में क्या क्या चेंजेस होते हैं सेरोटोनिन के, हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे. तो 5-hydroxytryptamine of serotonin normally what it will be do? Simply it will be responsible for the constriction as well as dilation of your vessels. It constrict as well as constriction through the direct method or the dilation through the endothelial dependent relaxing factor. Actually it will also ये कंस्ट्रिक्ट भी करता है वेसल्स को, डायलेट भी करता है. मेनली इट विल कंस्ट्रिक्ट द लार्जर आर्टरीज और वेन्स और इट विल डायलेट द माइक्रो सर्कुलेशन और माइक्रो वेसल्स. जो आपके जो स्मॉल वेसल्स होते हैं, इट विल रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर डायलेशन ऑफ स्मॉल वेसल, बट इट विल बी कंस्ट्रिक्शन फॉर द लार्जर आर्टरी। नॉर्मली ये क्या करता है, कंस्ट्रिक्ट कैसे करते हैं, थ्रू द डायरेक्ट मेथड डायलेशन थ्रू द एंडोथेलियल डिपेंडेंट रिलैक्सिंग फैक्टर, दैट इज नाइट्रिक ऑक्साइड। So it also responsible for that constriction or dilation mainly depend upon your vascular bed or vascular tone। जो constriction और dilation होता है vessel से, that depend upon your vascular bed as well as vascular tone, vessel tone। Okay, now next important thing, this drug or this serotonin is also responsible for the stimulation of your or release of adrenaline। ये जो आपका सेरोटोनिन है, that is also responsible for the release of adrenaline और also affect the ganglionic transmission। ये ganglionic transmission को भी affect करता है। Whatever the overlap, it will be responsible for the constriction of your larger arteries and veins। जो आपके larger arteries और veins होते हैं, it will be responsible for the constriction of these things और it will be responsible for the dilation of your microcirculation। How exactly constriction और dilation we discussed in previously, पहले मैं पॉइंट में हमको डिस्कस किया कि constriction और dilation कैसे होता है। This serotonin is also responsible for escaping of fluid। Fluid का escape भी करता है। Next one please। Now next one, action on your heart, actually it will stimulate your heart। Isolated heart, it will responsible for stimulation, direct or indirect। Stimulation of your heart is there, direct or indirect। Direct means it will be directly acting on your heart, or indirect means what, it will be responsible for release of noradrenaline। noradrenaline और adrenaline का रिलीज करता है, जिससे आपका indirect stimulation होता है। तो it will stimulate your heart और it acts also activated vagal chemoreflex pathway और vagal activation, it will stimulate your vagal neurons। So what will happen, more release of acetylcholine is there, which will be responsible for bradycardia। Okay, this drug also, this serotonin, normally what will happen, it will stimulate your heart or increase the cardiac output, but it also affect on your, it also increases your vagal tone or chemoreflex। It will stimulate your chemoreflex through the vagus nerve। So vagus nerve is activated, which will be responsible for bradycardia। अगर वो vagus nerve को stimulate करता है तो acetylcholine का रिलीज होगा और acetylcholine की वजह से bradycardia, hypotension और apnea होगा। Got it? So these are the action of your heart। What it will do, simply it will stimulate or increase the cardiac output, but another action of this drug, this activate your coronary chemoreflex। coronary chemoreflex को stimulate करता है, इससे क्या होता है, vagus tone और vagus nerve एक्टिव हो जाती है और acetylcholine का रिलीज होता है, which lead to bradycardia, hypotension और apnea is there। Now action on the blood pressure, triphasic response is there when you are injected IV। जब आप IV इंजेक्ट करोगे, yes, IV injection is given when you given to IV injection, तो triphasic response is there। So triphasic response when early sharp fall in BP। Initially what will happen, जब आप इंजेक्ट करते हो तो what will happen, your sharp fall in the blood pressure is fall down। Why it is so? Due to coronary chemoreflex, vagus nerve is activated, release of acetylcholine is there। Due to this effect, blood pressure is decreases and brief rise in blood pressure is there। So second important thing, ये blood pressure को increase किस तरह से करता है, by the constriction of your vessel को constrict करता है, which increase the cardiac output। Due to these 2 points, your increase in blood pressure, brief increase in blood pressure is there। It will also, third point is prolonged fall in BP। A prolonged fall in BP is how fall in BP, prolonged fall in BP is there due to arterial dilation is there or extravasation of the fluid। This is the triphasic response of your serotonin। That's why it is non-immune physiological regulation of your blood pressure। Next one please। Now what are the action of your vesicular smooth muscles? Actually it is a potent stimulator of your GI tract। It will stimulate your GI tract or it will increasing the motility of your GI tract। That's why peristaltic movement is there, increasing। ये आपके GI tract की मोटिलिटी को इंक्रीज करता है, जीआईटी ट्रैक्ट को स्टिमुलेट करता है, सो व्हाट विल हैपन, देयर मोटिलिटी इज इंक्रीजेस, पेरिस्टालटिक मूवमेंट इंक्रीजेस, दैट्स व्हाई डायलिसिस. Next important, it will constrict. It is also responsible for constriction of your bronchi. Bronchi को constrict करता है, but is less potent than stomach. जिस तरह से stomach constrict होता है, उससे less effect है, but it also constrict your bronchi. Next important, action of your gland. What are the action of your gland? So it will be responsible for the inhibition of gastric secretion or pepsin secretion. ये जितने भी आपके जीआईटी ट्रैक्ट के गैस्ट्रिक सिक्रीशन होता है, पेप्सिन सिक्रीशन होता है, दैट सिक्रीशन इज इनहिबिटेड बाय योर सेरोटोनिन, बट इट इंक्रीज द म्यूकस प्रोडक्शन. ये क्या करता है, म्यूकस प्रोडक्शन को इंक्रीज करता है, विल एक्ट एज ए अल्सर, which serve as the ulcer protective property. Okay, normally what will happen, whatever the action on your gland का action क्या होती है, जितने भी secretion होते हैं, whatever the secretion of your GI tract, that secretion is inhibited, means gastric acid is reduces, or pepsin secretion is also reduces when serotonin concentration is there, and it also enhances the mucus production. ये mucus production का mucus production increase करता है, which act as a ulcer protective property. Now next important thing, next action on nerve ending and adrenal medulla. So the serotonin normally act as a afferent neuron. It will activate your afferent nerve ending neurons, so which will be responsible for tingling and pricking and pain sensation is there. ये afferent neuron को activate करता है, so उसको activation of this thing what will happen, which causing tingling and pricking sensation as well as pain sensation. It also responsible for depolarization of your visceral afferent neurons. So visceral afferent neuron के depolarization होने से क्या होता है, what will happen, respiratory serious reflexes is there and nausea vomiting is there. Next important is respiration. So it will stimulate your respiratory center. It mostly stimulate your respiratory center. That's why hyperventilation is there. But if you are giving larger dose, अगर serotonin का बहुत ज़्यादा dose आप लोग देते हो, which lead to apnea, and apnea is there. And why apnea is there? Due to coronary chemoreflex. Got it? Normally serotonin stimulate your respiratory tract. Serotonin respiratory tract को stimulate करता है, उससे hyperventilation होता है. But if you are giving larger dose, अगर आप बहुत ही ज़्यादा dose prefer करते हो, तो large dose क्या करता है, apnea के लिए responsible होता है. और that apnea कैसे आता है, apnea due to the coronary chemoreflex. Okay, next one please. Next pharmacology action platelet. Actually this drug or serotonin changes the shape and size of your platelet, and but this is a big activity. ये क्या करता है कि आपकी साइज और प्लेटलेट की साइज और शेप को चेंज करता है, एंड दैट इज अ बिग एक्टिविटी. नेक्स्ट वन, एक्शन ऑन योर सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम. एक्चुअली serotonin, whatever the action of serotonin in your central nervous system, it doesn't have any prominent effect on your central nervous system. Why? Because it does not cross your blood-brain barrier. Poorly entry into blood-brain barrier. That's why no prominent effects thing is. If you are give direct injection in your central nervous system, अगर आप direct central nervous system में injection inject करते हो, so what will happen? It will be produce sleepiness. Sleepiness is produced, which is also responsible for hunger. It will regulate change in body temperature is there, and behavior effect. Normally अगर आप डायरेक्टली इंजेक्ट करते हो आपके सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम में, तो स्लीपनेस इज देयर, आपका बॉडी चेंज इन बॉडी टेम्परेचर इज देयर, बिहेवियर चेंजेस इज देयर, एंड हंगर इज देयर. दीस आर द सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम इफेक्ट. इफ यू आर इंजेक्टिंग डायरेक्ट इंजेक्शन इन योर ब्रेन, अगर आप ब्रेन में इंजेक्ट करते हो तो इस तरह से चेंजेस आपको होते हैं. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट वन प्लीज. Now we discuss the pharmacological effect of serotonin. Now next is what are the physiological role of serotonin? Actually, first as a neurotransmitter. We already discussed that serotonin is act as a neurotransmitter in various parts of your brain. Nerve nucleus, substantia nigra, and other side of your brain. वो बहुत सारे सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम में एक्ट एज अ न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर that will be responsible for regulating your sleep. Serotonin in your central nervous system, what it will do? Simply it will regulate your sleep, it will regulate your temperature, it will be regulation in your thought process, it will also play important role in conjunctive behavior, conjunctive function. It also play important role in your behavior mood. It will also controlling your appetite, vomiting, and pain perception. These are some action physiological role of your serotonin. It mainly acts as a central nervous system, most of the part of your rate of nuclear succession nuclear and limbic system. Limbic system, cortex, and various spinal cord. In various parts, it acts as a neurotransmitter, and which will having a certain biological action, which will regulate your sleep, temperature. It will regulate your thought process, conjunctive behavior, and mood, appetite, vomiting, and pain perception. These are some of the actions, the physiological role of serotonin in your central nervous system. Now, second physiological role, it acts as a precursor of melatonin. Melatonin in your pineal gland, it acts as a precursor for serotonin, acts as a precursor for melatonin, and melatonin you already have, it will be responsible for your biological clock, जो आपकी biological clock को control करता है, as well as maintain the cardiac rhythm. Okay, next important thing, neuroendocrine function. Actually बोलते हैं hypothalamic to anterior pituitary gland, जो एंटेरियर पार्ट होता है पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड का, और जो पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड का जो सिक्रेशन होता है, दैट आल्सो डिपेंड अपॉन योर सेरोटोनिन, दैट डिपेंड अपॉन योर सेरोटोनिन, व्हिच इज डिपेंड अपॉन सेरोटोनिक मैकेनिज्म. ओके, सो एंटेरियर पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड के जो भी सिक्रेशन है, व्हिच इज डिपेंड अपॉन योर सेरोटोनिन. nausea, vomiting, this serotonin actually it also responsible for nausea, vomiting, especially in cytotoxic drug or radiotherapy. When you are giving the cytotoxic drug or radiotherapy, so that thing will be stimulate your receptor of 5-HT in your blood. तो 5-HT receptor को stimulate करते हैं, जिसकी वजह से आपको nausea and vomiting होती है. Migraine, next is it is responsible for the vasoconstriction phase of migraine. ये क्या करते हैं, आपके vasoconstriction phase को stimulate करते हैं माइग्रेन को, और it potentiate the inflammation of your vessels. तो inflammation में important role play करते हैं. That's why migraine attack is there. We can overcome this attack with the help of methotrexate or sumatriptan. Simply if you are taking methotrexate or sumatriptan, this migraine attack will be overcome. Next one please. Hemostasis actually platelet also releases your 5-HT, so it enhances the platelet aggregation and clot formation. Serotonin enhances platelet aggregation as well as clot formation. Raynaud phenomena, actually Raynaud phenomena, serotonin is responsible for constriction of vessels. Vasoconstriction is there, vasospastic episode is there, which will lead to Raynaud phenomena. Raynaud phenomena क्या होता है? Severe constriction of your vessel is there, so that serotonin is responsible for constriction of your vessel. Variant angina, along with thromboxane A. Thromboxane A के साथ ये क्या करते हैं, आपके कोरोनरी वेसोस्पाज्म करता है, जो कोरोनरी वेसल्स होता है उसका स्पाज्म करता है, ड्यू टू स्पाज्म ऑफ योर दिस वेसल्स. So these vessels, what will happen? Attack of angina is there. Hypertension, actually mechanism of hypertension not clear, but very probably direct and indirect method is point is there. Maybe direct stimulation are there due to the release of epinephrine or norepinephrine, which will be responsible for hypertension. Intestinal motility, as we already discussed, 90% of that serotonin is present in your cells of your intestine. So it will regulate your peristalsis movement. That's why diarrhea is there. Carcinoid syndrome, it will be responsible massive release of that, which will lead to hypermotility and bronchoconstriction. The last thing regarding this thing, therapeutic effect, no therapeutic effect is there. We are not used as a therapeutic due to certain complications.